Welcome back on YouTube to another video. Today I want to discuss something that I felt last night. It just entered me. You know, I have been dealing with heartbreak for more than 4 months or whatever it has been. I think I am finally past that obstacle. This time I noticed my light dimmed. It almost was extinguished. However, the light never fully went out. Instead, I was greeted with, "You never gave up, you strived forward, you rose higher, no matter what was thrown at you, you overcame everything that is thrown at you. You never lost the light, you never lost the flame. Instead, the dragon flame burns brighter within me." When my light returned into me, I felt whole again, whereas before, with the heartbreak and all that pain, I did not feel whole. I felt incomplete. However, my light returned and I feel whole again, even though I know I am not at a higher level that I want to be at. What in the world do I mean? Become a higher level, become more in tune and more in control. However, I gave up the control in this life because I go with the flow. I just roll with it. However, I never gave into the darkness 100%. With that being said, the light was always there, even if I lost sight of it. The light never went out. I never lost the how do I want to say this? Let me start from the beginning. Okay, so you're like on upper dimension, right? And you're like, okay, I am going to downgrade and reincarnate onto the earth. Upon doing so, I will forget everything that I stand for, everything that I live for. The laws that I follow, I will forget everything, so I can establish myself as a mortal, L quote. Upon doing so, I will either toss out the light or somehow remember where I was, where I came from, what laws I followed, the culture that I lived in. I will either forget or somehow rekindle it. In this life, I have somehow managed to rekindle what I forgot and stayed with the upper dimensional viewpoints and the culture, their ways of life, whereas most people are not in tune to that frequency. They are too busy with the frequency of Earth being trapped in the matrix, not realizing it and not caring that they are on 3D. They don't care. They are blind. They don't know they are stuck. Whereas I somehow managed to break free of being so-called human. I went with being inhuman, going with what my soul identifies with. Thus, I never gave into the darkness 100%. I managed to rekindle the light, to become more in tune to myself, more in tune to my soul and the higher frequencies that I identified with before I reincarnated into this lower level of a life. Thus, my dragon fire burns more powerful now. I feel it again, whereas before, when I was in so much pain, so much heartbreak, it dimmed. But now I am back to almost normal. Like, I am 90% there. I only say that because I have been dealing with a migraine for the past 3 days or something. So my physical self is under the weather, so to speak, whereas my spirit and my soul is 100% back to normal, and I feel complete, I feel whole, whereas before I did not feel that way. Something happened, I don't know why it took this long or why last night, but it did. The important thing is my light returned and my angel self returned to full light, empowering my own self once again, whereas before I was stuck in a funk. Only way to describe it. Maybe it's because of the puppy love that I felt yesterday. Could have done something with it, I don't really know, because I still question what is love. I question everything. It's just who I am. Natural born skeptic, always questioning my reality. But so is I forgot what I was saying. I mean, there are other people that question everything, so I'm not the only one. I just never found another person who has the same viewpoints as me, etc.